All right, this video covers alternator removal and replacement 2002 through 2006, I think. Anyways, E46 325 chassis, alternator replacement. Let's go. What's up, guys? Pete back. Now, you might recognize this car behind me. I did a video on no heat. Basically a video on how to diagnose lack of heat on this BMW. For some reason, you guys ate it up. So anyways, regardless of that, we're going to do another video on the BMW. This piece of junk. Anyways, what I'm going to start doing is this will be the first, so you can't start the time now. Nothing up until I say go counts. But what we're going to do is we're going to do 5-minute how-tos on certain cars. Now, in this particular situation, I took the alternator out because the alternator's bad. Where's the alternator? Here. You can listen. All that clunking around in there. And I had no charging voltage, and feed to the alternator. So it was the alternator. So we're going to show you, or I'm going to explain to you how to replace the alternator. All right, ready, set, go. All right, we're on the timer. I put this all back together just for you guys so I can show you. Now, I've already disassembled this. You're going to have to fight it more than I do, okay? Step 1, pop the hood. Step 2, disconnect the mass airflow. Step 3, remember that you forgot to disconnect the battery, which is on the passenger side, back in the trunk. You take the ground strap off. It's nice and easy. There might be a little tray over it you got to pull out. You're going to have to get accustomed to doing that. You own a BMW. Okay. Step 4. What you're going to do is there's clips on the air box, little levers like this. You're going to basically pull all the handles in the upward position and release the clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's tight in that area. You're going to have to fish your hand in there. Then you're going to loosen this 7mm clamp or flathead, small flathead. You already have the mass airflow disconnected, so now you can get savage with it and just yank it out. Now you got an air box held down by 2 bolts. Okay, those are 10s. You're going to yank those bolts. You're going to pull back. You're going to get aggressive, not too aggressive, and you're going to pull the air box out. 4, you're going to be staring at the alternator right there. Problem is, it's still bolted in. There's still a belt on it. I did not put that all back together just to show you guys, but okay, you guys see that pulley right in the middle of your screen there, okay? All of these pulleys have little black plastic covers on them, okay? I'm going to show you what those covers look like. They're literally just plastic covers to hide all the bolts so that when you go to do it, you can't see bolts and then you get scared, okay? So, this one right down there, you're going to loosen. This is what you actually have to move to release the belt, okay? That is a Torx bit. If you guys aren't familiar with Torx bits, don't be working on this BMW. If you are familiar with Torx bits, this is the guy you need right here, okay? See, look at me. I got tons of Snap-on shit. This is just an OEM tools you can buy on Amazon. Lasts you a lifetime. This one in particular, T50. T50 Torx bit. It sticks right into here. Right into, here, I'll set it in there for you guys. Right into that pulley, and then you put it on the forward setting. And when you put it on the forward setting, it's going to release tension off of the belt, in which case you come over here and you pull the belt off the front of the alternator, okay? Now the other pulley that you're going to remove is above it, which is this guy right here. Okay, this sits right like that. It also has a cover on it. You also have to remove it because it is a through bolt for the alternator, if you guys can see that. Okay, so again, that had a black plastic cover on it. You pop the cover off, you literally loosen it up, the bolt comes all the way. You do have to wiggle it against the fan shroud. You will get it off. It'll be in your hand. You set it up here. Now, as far as the rest of it goes, it is a cakewalk from there. Because that upper bolt that I was just talking about, which is this guy right here, there's only one more. And it's down in this corner. Okay, you guys can see because the alternator is not here. Usually the alternator is sitting in front of it, so it's down behind the alternator on the bottom. There's a through bolt. Okay, once you get that loose as well, you're going to take this plastic connector, you're going to push down, you're going to wiggle and pop it off the back side of the alternator. Standard little 2-pin feed, okay? Now, then on the back side of the alternator, this is why you have to disconnect the battery, because if this touches ground, it will blow all the fuses, melt your car down. Well, maybe not, but you take that off, you wiggle it like crazy, and bam, the alternator's out, and we're at 5 minutes. So, yeah, I might ramble for a little more than 5 minutes, but you guys get the idea. That's the bottom bolt. That's the through bolt up here. So just to give you guys an example. Oh, and I suppose I forgot to tell you too. There's a little plastic boot. On here. All you got to do is push the boot off of it, and it literally pops right off the edge of the alternator. Now, that nut I was talking about is on the back. The connector is right here. Obviously, it sits in a downward position, and it sits in there like that. As you guys can tell, I don't really care about this car, but maybe yours is a lot nicer, and maybe you'll be more gentle. Me, not so much. So, that is your lesson. Just out here supporting the community, giving you guys free information. That's a wrap for tonight, though. We'll catch you later on.